The Ballad of the Piccadilly London West End. A tragedy in 5-star pricing and 1-star everything else. Oh, gentle traveller, gather round this cursed digital hearth, and let me weave you a tale so wretched, so bottom of the barrel, that even the ghosts of Victorian chambermaids would shudder in their starched caps. For I, a humble soul, with the misfortune of booking a room at the Piccadilly London West End, have returned from the underworld to warn you do not enter. ACTI, the great lie, or how they stole my joy before I even unpacked. Picture it. London dusk, the golden glow of Piccadilly Circus flickering like a promise. A naive little me, dragging my suitcase behind me like a medieval peasant hauling their last potato. Surely, I thought, a hotel with such a grand name wouldn't dare scam me. Oh, my sweet summer child, the first betrayal, the gym, a sacred temple of gains, advertised proudly on their website, but upon arrival, closed for construction. Not a whisper of warning, not an email, not a carrier pigeon, nothing. When I, trembling with the injustice, asked the receptionist where I might pump iron, he shrugged like a man who'd never felt the burn of leg day and said, "Try our sister hotel in Liverpool Street." Reader, Liverpool Street is not nearby. This is like telling a starving man to eat at a restaurant in Paris when he is standing in London. Why is this bad? Because lying is bad. If a child tells you they share their candy and then eats it all in front of you, you call them a monster. Same principle. ACTII, the room of despair, or how I learned to sleep like a contortionist. The room. Oh, the room. Let us begin with the bed, if you can call it that. A double bed that was, in truth, a single bed in a trench coat. My partner and I lay side by side like frozen sardines, forced to breathe in unison lest we topple onto the floor. The mattress, stiff as a Puritan's morals, the sheets, stained with the sins of past guests and possibly a murder, and the woman's hair tangled in them. Why is this bad? Because hygiene is the bare minimum. If I wanted to sleep in a stranger's shed, I'd have paid $20 for a hostel, not $300 for a luxury hotel. Then, the shower. Oh, the shower. A sad, whimpering trickle of water that couldn't wash away a grain of sand, let alone the crushing disappointment of existing in this capitalist nightmare. The conditioner, empty, like my soul after interacting with their staff. ACTII, the staff, or how to make a guest feel like a peasant in their own kingdom. Let us now speak of the receptionists, those gatekeepers of misery. There was Shuja, the duty manager of doom, who looked at me paying guest like I was gum stuck to his shoe. When I dared ask why my sheets hadn't been changed, a reasonable request, no. He sneered, sheets are only cleaned every 3 days. What? Reader, even prisons change sheets more often. And when I asked for his name, has scribbled it aggressively and threw a hotel card, me. I half expected him to duel me at dawn. Why is this bad? Because hospitality means not treating guests like nuisances. If I wanted hostility, I'd go home for Thanksgiving. And let us not forget the racist staff. One poor traveler, an Asian woman, was mocked for her accent while the staff whispered about difficult Asian clients.
The truth about businesses near the Piccadilly London West End. If you're staying near the Piccadilly London West End, prepare yourself. The businesses here, they're like a magic trick, except the only thing disappearing is your money, dignity, and sometimes your will to live. Let's start with the shopping experience. Luxury stores in this area don't just sell overpriced scarves, they sell attitude. Liberty London, for example, is less a department store and more a masterclass in how to make customers feel like trespassers. The staff, imagine a royal court where you're the peasant. One visitor asked about a discount tag and was told, "It's for VIPs," with a smirk that suggested they were certain he wasn't one. Another customer was charged twice for the same pair of pants, and when they tried to fix it, silence. Just silence. Now let's talk about gyms. Third Space Mayfair promises exclusivity but delivers overcrowding. They claim membership is capped, like a fairy tale where the prince turns into a frog. Members describe waiting in line for equipment like it's Black Friday, while personal trainers treat the floor like their personal sweat lodge. And the day pass, a trap. Buy one, leave for lunch, and suddenly it's one entry only. Surprise, restaurants here. Diswhom Covent Garden is the king of disappointment. Their famous black dal, more like burnt butter soup. One guest ordered a vegan breakfast and got meat instead. When they complained, the response was essentially, "You should have noticed sooner." Chai, £4. £70 for a half-filled cup of ginger water. And if you dare question the bill, you might find extra items, like a secret tax for breathing near the kitchen. Then there's ELN London, where the cakes look like art but taste like regret. A slice of Napoleon salted caramel was described as sour, not sweet, like biting into a lemon disguised as dessert. The staff, cold as the refrigerated display case they refuse to use. Fruit flies feast on £10 cakes, while employees argue whether a 6-hour-old baguette is fresh. Nightlife. Cirque Le Soir is less circus, more scam. Promoters lure you with free drinks, then demand £250 at the door. The dress code. Women must look like supermodels men can roll out of bed. Inside, it's a sad zoo: young girls, older men, and watered-down cocktails at £22 a sip. One group of black women waited 90 minutes only to be told the guest list wasn't active. Coincidence? The universe whispers no. Finally, Gordon's Wine Bar, where the security treats you like a criminal for needing the toilet. "This isn't a public toilet," they sneer, as if you're there to steal porcelain. Explain you'll buy wine after, and they smirk. "Don't lie, I know you people." Who are you people? Anyone not drinking £60 bottles in silence, apparently. Summary for travelers: the businesses near the Piccadilly London West End share a theme: pay more, get less, and feel worse. Whether it's racism, scams, or food that insults your palate, expect to leave lighter in wallet and spirit. Recommendations: bring snacks. And a lawyer. If a promoter smiles, run. Need a toilet. Charing Cross Station is free. This isn't just bad service, it's a cultural experience. One where you play the fool and they take your coins. Welcome to London.
Deep sigh, I was just walking around the Piccadilly London West End, like trying to see if it's as magical as they say, but oh no. The shops here, they play games, Like, why can't people just be honest? First, the American candy shops. Oh, they look so bright and fun, like a rainbow threw up on them. But inside, total scam. Tourists go in thinking, oh, my kids will love this. And then boom. They're paying $20 for a bag of stale gummy bears. And guess what? Westminster Council says half these shops are just fronts for money laundering. Fake Rolexes, illegal vapes, all that. Like what? How is this even allowed? The shops just close and reopen under new names, like some sneaky little game. I bet the tourists who got scammed just stood there, holding their overpriced candy, thinking, wow, I got played. And the owners, probably laughing all the way to their offshore accounts. Disgusting. Then the Harry Potter shops. They rate everywhere near the Piccadilly London West End, all flashy with wands and capes, but guess what? Some of them don't even pay their taxes. Hundreds of thousands just gone. Poof, and the stuff they sell, probably made for 50p somewhere, but they charge tourists 30 for a plastic wand that breaks in 2 seconds. Like, how can they sleep at night? I bet some poor kid cried when their magic wand snapped, and the parents, too embarrassed to go back. Meanwhile, the shop owner is probably hiding behind a new fake company name, avoiding the law like it's a dementor. And don't even get me started on the tourist hat stores. The ones, cheap keychains, Union Jack hats, all that crap. They just wait for innocent tourists to wander in, then rip them off with prices that make no sense. Like 10 for a postcard. Really? I bet half the people don't even realize they've been scammed until they ray back home, looking at their junk souvenirs like, why? Sad laugh, this whole area, it's like a playground for scammers.